Hi, welcome to a new video on the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So, I woke up around uh, 12 o'clock today, um, and go to use the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom, again, my niece's daughter, okay, and I think she's probably like 16 or what have you, sees me go into the bathroom, comes, opens up the bathroom door to tell me, uh, I gotta use the bathroom. I turned to her and I said, "Look, you see I'm brushing my teeth, okay?" Again, they believe that they're at a point where they can, again, have these young teens disrespect me like that. And my sister is sitting there and doesn't say anything. But this is what's happened throughout the years of living with my sister, where it was just me, her, and my niece. And then she allow other family members to come in, which is fine. But it is the disrespect that happens, the disrespect towards me, in which she allowed. And whenever I speak about it, and whenever I let them know, put them in their place, she's, oh, blah, 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 what have you, such and such. From my own experience as a black person, as a black man, the level of disrespect for black women, even within your own family, is just astronomical. And again, it is one, based on their uh, younger years' experience, two, their religious beliefs, okay, which they don't really believe, because they'll pick and choose what it is they want to believe in, but then they'll tell you that the Bible is the true word of God, and it has all of the laws that we should follow, but they don't even follow and these things only when it suits them, only when it's or when they want to have a certain narrative, okay. um, for example, the Bible tell you that women should not be preaching. Again, this is a law. We okay? And it doesn't matter whose law. Okay, if the Bible is the word of God and it's the truth, then all of it, all the laws in there, you gotta, follow, right? But it's not. So anyway, so as I came out the bathroom and I went into the kitchen to put the kettle on to make some tea or have you, the same my grandniece, the same one, stands up in the hallway. Again, this is what they love to do. Stand up in the hallway waiting for me to come out of my bedroom or come out of the bathroom or come out of the kitchen. And then they'll start turn their back and walk off. And usually they have something on the back of their shirt or color, a certain color. So she had a word on it, started with W, you know. But this is what they do, the active psyops within the home. So then I go on defensive mode now. So I started targeting them. I started like, such and such. Then, all of a sudden now they're all locked up in the bedroom, the other bedroom. Okay? Until I'm done, right? Then I go into my room, or what have you, such and such. So as I'm sitting here, again, watching a video on by Midvision podcast, and it's talking about marriage in the Bible. Okay, and it's very very interesting because these are biblical scholars. These people have went through thousands of historical records. Okay, historical records, right? Whether it be from the church or whether it be from historians within those eras, right? Which again, a lot of Christians don't even consider. Some of them are available for free. You could read about Tacitus, okay, which I have his full volume. He's a historian. Josephus, okay, Josephus Flavius, um, Philo, okay. These are the elites. These are the scholars, the historians back in second, third, fourth century. First century, and then the first century, what have you. Christians have no concept of uh, Heristus. I said word. Uh, But history, put like this, history when it comes to biblical, uh, in terms of biblical scholarship, biblical history. When I say biblical history, not meaning that the people and places in the Bible, but the people who wrote the Bible. Okay, those who wrote the Bible. It's not particularly the Gospels. It's not no Matthew, Luke, and John, what have you. Those people, those, these, if they were alive, these will be. If they were alive, if they were real, they couldn't read and they couldn't write. Okay, poor fishermen back in those days couldn't read, they couldn't write. They didn't have the money to go to school. Okay, and those that knew how to read and write wouldn't teach it to them because those who could read and write were at the upper echelon of the society, and they considered themselves to be better, different than the lower class. Kind of like what we have here today. This is why, like I said, half of American population today are basically, almost illiterate. Okay, but again, this is truth that people don't want to understand and accept and realize. So anyway, I'm just bringing this up just to give you the a little bit of knowledge of what is going on, right? And so, for example, they don't read. I have yet to see my um, niece's daughter pick up a book. Okay, they don't take their education seriously. Okay, and particularly when you have, uh, one still in school. Okay, and barely even studies. I barely see her in her class. And so when I talk about how black women have been conditioned to detach themselves from their young, and again, all of this is based off of their experience, but because also some of the decisions that they have made, and also because of them being manipulated. Same thing with us men too. I'm not making excuses for us men, but like I said, but I understand our conditioning. Like I said, I understand, particularly as a black man, we understand what has been done to us more so than black women understand what has been done to them. So we have a more realistic approach to things, right? But it's the again religion that's causing a division. The people that are in charge, they're cult leaders, that is causing division and using the Bible to justify what it is that they're doing. Okay, so also again sirens, watching mid vision, and certain things are being said. You hear the sirens again, very subtle. Like I guess you guys just heard the helicopter that went by. So it is constant, even though it's a lot more subtle, but even in its subtlety, the frequency sometimes will be the same. Okay, in terms of the extreme frequencies, in terms of the talk, in terms of the car honking, of the police sirens, and the helicopters flying by. Okay, so as I said, as a TI, this doesn't stop. What it is that they don't want you to talk about it because they want to continue to do this to you regardless. Okay, and they will manipulate people. They'll manipulate you. They manipulate situations, circumstances, in order to get people to lie, to participate in targeting you. And so, as a TI, when you see these things are happening, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do the best that you can in terms of dealing with those people who they're using. You know, and because the outcome is already set, and the outcome is going to be against you or I as TIs. Okay, we don't have the resources, we don't have the manpower, anything. We're by ourselves. They separated. They want to isolate us, and once they get to the isolation part, that is when they try to exert extreme control over you, like what you can watch, what you can read, who you can talk to, or what have you, right? Again, because if you understand brainwashing, if you understand thought reform, coercive persuasion program, and if you understand the technology, you would be better. And it doesn't mean it doesn't affect you, because like I said, from time to time, I take a mental break. I need to be away from people. I stay in my room, what have you. But it is in that time, and we see this, I do some of my videos, so you guys know. Okay, this is why I document these things, because it's important that we understand and realize what is happening to us and what's been done to us. Okay, and these people will do anything, right, to be not be held accountable. Okay, even family members and friends who participate in this, they will throw you under the bus before they throw themselves under the bus. This is why I said document it. So that way, when they try to throw you under the bus, right? There's no uh, denying and no plausible deniability on their part because you have documented what it is that they're doing. You have shown what it is that they're doing. Okay, so you got to understand this. All right. So anyhow, um, just wanted to put that out. Just wanted to again document what's going on, and like I said, keep your head up. Understand that you were manipulated. Okay, with unseen technologies, covert psyop operation against you, illegal drugging, all these other things, poisoning, in order to keep you, keep your mind, okay, in a confused state, in a paranoid state, in a state of um, lower, and I don't want the word to, you want to use the word frequency, but on a lower thinking level, so that if you make a mistake, they can come in and they can say, "Oh well, you did whatever, whatever." Listen, don't worry about that shit. Okay, study what's being done to you. Look at the technologies. Okay, go onto my Facebook page. There's tons of documentation that I put on my Facebook page. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. I just realized. I think it was yesterday. When I was uploading a video, and it said that I had over like 3,000 videos. That is how long I have been documenting what's been happening to me. Okay, over the past decade and a half. Okay, and that should tell you. All right, because like I said, I will not allow them to get away with what they've done to me, to you as a TI, and to any other TIs. And when they think about doing it to somebody else in the future, they're going to think twice because if more of us, okay, decide to expose them, okay, regardless of whatever the consequences may be for us, they're going to think twice, and particularly when they are held accountable going forward. If and when they're held accountable, okay, they will understand that when they do to somebody else, they will be held accountable. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video.